You're listening to Wed Talks with Wed. I'm your host Vedangi from White Wave Events. We are here to talk all things weddings. So let's jump in. Today's episode is about food and drinks tips, what to select in your menu, what will go well, etc. All things to know about catering. So let's dive in. So now when you are setting up your menu for your ceremony, for your reception, for your cocktail, could be for pre-wedding events, there are some things you can think about or prioritize such that your guests are enjoying the food that you have for them. No matter how good the setup is, no matter how good the ceremony was, how beautiful it is and how entertaining it is, it all comes down to food because that's what people remember. And if you have a hit for food and menu, I think overall everything is a great experience for your guests. Food is the talk of the town for weeks, sometimes in a positive and negative way. So you want to bag that. So let's talk about few factors that make you hit the mark. Selecting menu. You want to know how your guest count is, what their likes and dislikes are, if there are any allergies or food restrictions that you have to take care of. Then before selecting the menu and the caterer, you want to communicate those and talk about how you will manage that in accordance with menu and in accordance with the guests that have to be catered to in that manner. Also, when you know most of your guests are vegetarian, vegan, non-vegetarian, it helps for you to plan your menu accordingly. If you have a 50-50 for veg and non-veg in your menu selection, you can always select few items veg, few items non-veg to make it balanced for both parties to enjoy and cherry pick the options that they like. When it comes to drinks, of course, the bar is going to have the options, but you also want to keep soda, water, juices, coffee sometimes towards the end of the day. And South Asian community can always go for lassis, mocktails, a lot of other regional drinks that we have, which adds and elevates the whole setup. Dessert, when it comes to dessert, if you have ice cream, cake already, then the other sweet desserts that you want to plan can be one more or two more, because there's already ice cream and cake and plus one more thing, so you don't want to invest much on dessert, especially during reception. A very small crowd goes for the dessert station, since they are very busy enjoying the dance floor and spending time with the couple and just enjoying the entertainment around the whole setup. So desserts are something which sometimes get overlooked, so you don't want to have a huge extravagant setup and invest into it, or just keep it very simple and sweet and to the point, such that it is making everybody happy and still not breaking your budget. Ceremony food can be different, reception food can be different. Cocktail food, you want to make sure that is mostly finger food and quick items that people can pick up on and enjoy them, so that they can sit for the reception for 45 to 1 hour, and then the dinner starts. Ceremony food selection and reception food selection, we can try to, sometimes it is just the dinner for American weddings and other nationalities. For South Asian community, it is two different menu setups that you have to do. So you want to make sure that you are selecting different items, different cuisine, so you're giving a variety to all your guests. If it's a 3-day event, having pre-wedding events for 2 days and the main wedding on the 3rd day, then you want to cherry pick the cuisines accordingly, such that you are giving something new to your guests each and every time. If it is a destination wedding, your caterer is coming all the way and you are providing food for probably 5 to 6 days, three times a day, so you want to keep things to the point, probably 2 things or 3 things for breakfast, 2-3 things for lunch, and probably one main cuisine for dinner during the main event, such that you're spacing things out, such that you're not repeating. Since you're feeding all your guests for 4 to 5 days, you want to keep the originality, you want to keep the surprise element of what it is today, etc. Sometimes when you're selecting special food vendors, which is sometimes there are dessert trucks, chai trucks, coffee trucks that are coming in. There's snow cone stations, shave ice stations that sometimes are at pre-wedding events or even during cocktail. So these are some special vendors that probably you can hire to just elevate your event. Not in the formal setting of your ceremony, but you can always have these kind of setups at reception. Pre-wedding events are a big hit, bridal showers, any other events that you are planning to have. You can always elevate your event with having such special food setups and trucks. Live stations during cocktail are a big hit, which you can always invest into, and it is adding a great element to your whole setup. But live stations are only for cocktail or pre-wedding, because that's the only time when we have guests with spacious amount of time frame to spend over there, because other times are all formal and have strict timelines to it. So live stations are only justified probably for cocktails and pre-wedding events. But these are few things that you want to make sure, talking with your vendors and with your caterer, and communicating your expectations, spacing out the variety of the menu. Tasting is a very major part of your food selections for your wedding, so that you know what kind of taste is coming through, spice levels, salt levels, name it, and everything, and allergies and food restrictions that you want to make sure. If it's a seating dinner or a seated setup for your reception or ceremony, you might want to give a whole list of guests that have food restrictions, what table they are going to be sitting at, and this has to be communicated to your planner, your day of coordinator, your venue. The maitre d' should know this, and your caterer definitely should know this, so the right food is served to the right person, eliminating all the emergency or disaster situations that can come up. Thank you for listening to our episode, and stay tuned for our next episodes coming out every week.